gosh.
Hey, what's up everybody? Nola Deach here, and I'm coming to you from Prospect Hill Plantation in Mississippi, and I've got a gang of people with me. We got Deep South Paranormal, Southern Magnolia Paranormal, Paladin Paranormal. We got a bunch of people here. We're gonna go investigate the hauntings of this place. Come check this out with us. So we've come out here to Lorman, Mississippi to check out Prospect Hill Plantation. It sits on about 28 acres of land, and it has a very, very dark history. So Captain Isaac Ross, who was a Revolutionary War veteran, moved to Mississippi from South Carolina in 1808, and he had a large group of slaves with him that moved with him. Some were free, some were slaves. They all moved with him, and they built the original plantation here and created this cotton farm where they grew cotton. And what was different about Ross was he treated his slaves with respect. He taught them to read, he taught them to write, he educated them. He also believed in marriage, and he wanted them to marry as much as possible. So in 1834, Ross drew up a will that said when he dies, all of his slaves were to be freed and his plantation sold, and the money used from that sale would go to transporting the slaves back to Africa. And in 1836, Ross died, but his will was not fulfilled. His grandson, Isaac Ross Wade, objected to the will and tied up the will in court for years. And it was during this time that, because the slaves weren't freed, there was a slave uprising, and there was a revolt against the grandson and his family. So they had to cook poison or put drugs in coffee or the food or something to help knock the family out, and they set the original house on fire, burning it down to the ground. Everybody got out except for one little girl, a 6-year-old girl. She was the daughter of Wade's sister, Adelaide. She was the only one that died in the fire. In fact, the story goes that only her heart was found in the smoldering ruins of the house, and in the graveyard they buried just what was left of her heart. After the fire, there was a vigilante group that came after the people that set fire to the plantation, and they took about 11 slaves they believed were responsible for it, and they either hanged them or burned them alive. Eventually, Ross's will was upheld and all the slaves were freed, and they had the choice to go to Africa or to stay here, and most of them chose to go to Africa, to this new colony that they called Mississippi in Africa. Now, it's said that this plantation is very haunted, with a lot of activity out here. We're going to find out. Now, the house you're looking at is actually the second house built here. It was built in 1854 by Isaac Ross Wade, the grandson of Captain Isaac Ross. So walking up here to the front, you can see the old staircase here from the original plantation. It's still here, leading up to the newer house that was built in the mid-1800s. Check out this old brick. This is really cool. Look at all that. They've obviously built a new wooden staircase here to get up to the actual house itself. Been doing some construction work. They got a new roof on the place. The grounds look like they're pretty well taken care of. All right, we're gonna walk over here. Look at the moss. That's cool looking. Check this out. This is random. The bottle tree. That's cool. Look at that. Interesting. Alright, so we're just walking through here, and have you noticed how quiet it is out here? I mean, besides the birds and the bugs, it's really quiet here. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. That helps. But we're going to go check out the cemetery right up here. So here's the cemetery here. And over here is one of the graves. Last name of Wade. This is D.B. Wade. Died 1908. Interesting. There's not a lot of graves in here. But it looks like this big monument here is for Captain Ross. So Walter Wade Jr., John Ross, Catherine Elizabeth Dunbar, B&G Wade, but there you can see it says Captain Isaac Ross, born 1760, died 1836, it looks like. On this side you got Martha B. Ross, daughter of Captain Isaac Ross. Here's Jane Brown Ross, wife of Benjamin Farrar Young. This little grave here between the two larger ones is in fact the grave of Martha Richardson, the little girl who died in the fire, buried next to her mother Adelaide. Okay, here is the grave of Isaac Ross Wade. This is the grandson of Captain Isaac Ross. And if you notice, his grave faces this direction on this side where all these other ones face in this direction. So some of the other group is going to come join me, and we're going to do a little session using the portal. I'll put a link below in the description to explain what a portal is. It's pretty cool.
I don't know where those bees were. You didn't see them?
I mean, I heard some buzzing, but nothing bothered me.
Oh. Hello, hello. I'm gonna rest my speaker right here, if that's okay. Is there anybody here that would like to come and talk? Can you tell me your name?
Stop.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Is this like Kevin?
I think it just said your name.
It did sound like my name.
It did. It sounded just like Kevin.
My name is Kevin. What's your name? Can you tell me your name?
Joe.
Joe. Do you have any connections with the plantation here? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what happened here?
It said brought to something.
Is Isaac Ross still connected and still stay here?
say will. Something will.
Help. Help. How can we help you? Is there something you'd like to say? Alright, well, we're going to move on. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go? Alright, thank you.
We're going to make our way back to the house.
This house wasn't built here. Somebody moved it. Or attempted to. This just...
That it's not the original?
No. That's the first thing I got. Not like a regular church. Well, it was to people that were here. But the moment I walked in, this church.
You said fire? You picked up fire?
Fire, yeah. Once we were driving up, before I saw the whole house, I knew there'd been a fire. I see women bustling around. You know, they wore these white bonnets that were to the scalp and then came out like this. It always bugged me because it reminded me of horses with blinders.
Right.
They had a white bonnet that was cupped the head, and then the brim of the bonnet came out this way. And they're bustling about, taking care of. It was the men. The women were separate from the men, always. There was a Native American tribe. I don't know the name of the tribe. I can tell you what the men looked like. And they were dressed in war paint that made like a figure 8. And they're standing in a group, and there was bloodshed against another tribe of Native Americans. So there was a lot of bloodshed on this property.
This reconstructed porch with some of the new construction there. But I like that they're incorporating the original pieces of the house that was here. But I love that you can see the brick under here. This is so cool. That's awesome. You can see they are currently restoring this house to make it usable again for people to come visit and actually go inside and be safe. But it's pretty amazing to see the structure, knowing how old it is. And there is a very large, deep well right here. Look at that. Would not want to fall down there. That's awesome. All right, let's go inside and see what we can find.
Don't step on the walls. Look what's going on. Yeah. What's going on?
So, see if you can take a look at this. This wasp nest has been causing us problems. These guys have been flying down and attacking us. Look how big those things are. Those are some massive, massive wasps.
Well, there's a wasp spray right there.
She doesn't need the wasp spray.
She doesn't need this.
Just toss it to him and say, yeah, Josh, there's a wasp spray.
Watch it, Cindy. Watch it.
Oh, watch it. Oh, God, he
It's like, no.
going after you. He almost got you. He almost got you. Yeah, I can feel it.
It's on airplane mode.
Oh, coming after me.
That's why I need a hat. No, I should have brought my hat.
There's cotton right there.
Yeah.
Alright, now now I think it's time to go. Okay.
Oh, wow.
1863 Indian head pennant.
What?
That button.
Hello, is there anybody here? Can you make this light light up for me? This K2? We just here to communicate.
I just want to take a quick walk through the house, throughout all the rooms, see what's in here. There's a picture up on the wall of what it looked like inside the house before restoration began. An archaeological group owns this place, and there's obviously still a lot of work to be done. These rooms are so creepy looking. I like the old furniture. The yellow caution tape doesn't help. I love the old fireplace and the paint falling off the walls here. It's really cool. Really creepy. This room looks like it's being used currently for storage, but at one point it was probably a bedroom. You can see some old shutters and the windows. Very high ceilings. I like that about this place. The ceilings are really high. This room is so small. I'm guessing it was a bedroom. I really don't know. And out the back door here is the back porch. But it's missing a few pieces of wood to complete it. On the fireplace mantle here is this creepy statue of Mary. Weird. And on the walls up here is this really weird picture of these two little girls. Look like twins. It does seem like this could be the setting for a Stephen King book or a movie. In this bedroom here, the entire floor is missing. Wow. Well, it still has the fireplace in the walls, at least. And the floor here definitely looks like it needs to be replaced. This old window, and this random little sofa here, covered in dust. Spooky.
Somebody was just hovering over you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably
You
Mary.
saw it, didn't you?
I think.
Yeah.
Is that what those lines are?
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
It's just in my daughter.
While you were talking to her, there was a stick figure above your head.
And then wasn't finished with her because I kept walking around and kept pulling me back.
Right here.
Ooh.
Where's back? Huh. While she was talking about somebody in her past life, there was somebody hovering above her head.
Huh. Now I want you to do me a favor. If you can light that up again. There you go. Thank you. The best thing you can ever do while investigating is you bring tons of batteries. You can never have too many batteries.
Uh-oh. Kevin, don't move.
I think that's just my daughter.
So don't get him?
No, get them. I don't want that thing on
Do
me.
they stink?
No.
My daughters don't stink.
Alright. He was about to get it. Look.
I'll see that. Let's see if we can get a little, some words here.
Oh yeah, earlier it went all the way to orange and
Yeah.
then it like went away.
Oh, that went up to red.
And I have nothing on me, so it's not.
Right.
Alright.
No, this one. Going back and forth.
Hello?
Okay, I'm getting, there's somebody sitting on that stool. Let's see.
Is there
Is
someone
it
here
picking
right
up
now?
the speaker, thinking it's a person?
But, well, I'm wondering if it's heat related or what, but it's gone now. I mean, I can see Kevin squatting there. Hope there's
There it is.
back.
I think it's picking up the thing, thinking it's a person.
Maybe so.
Oh, you know what else, Dave? He's blowing smoke and it's coming this
I'm
way.
gonna turn it this way.
I don't know, but you think it would be, that thing would be elsewhere too.
Let's try it.
I mean, it's picking up him, you know, picked up Kevin stepping back.
Is there someone in front of the stool?
No, see, that smoke didn't do anything.
Okay, I was just testing.
Is there
So
anyone here
Dave's
right
SLS
now?
camera is seeing a person sitting on that stool right there.
What if yeah, if you're sitting on that right in front of him, I'm looking at you, you're standing next to that box, raise your hand. If
No.
no.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
How about high five?
Oop, oop.
Gone?
No, it's still there. Seems like it's just sitting there. Like it would be sitting on that stool.
Is someone sitting on a stool?
Now, that generate a lot of power at all?
This?
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Well, I'm wondering, I'm just experimenting. What if you turned it off, we would still get the same thing?
Do you want to move it?
Yeah, maybe move it or yeah, move it away from it. No, it's still there.
Right there.
Deadly.
No, it's gone crazy though. Oh, it's gone. It's over there. It's gone. So that might have been some sort of picking up energy from it or something like that, maybe, and creating.
Look, this is picking up something.
Yeah.
Says they revolt.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It said revolted.
Who revolted?
He's disgusted.
What's
Or-
that revolted?
Or,
revolted against,
yeah,
like,
revolted
What's
against
that? What's that
owners.
revolted? Oh, on here?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that.
what was that one?
Anderson. Richardson.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Sounded like Richardson.
Was there a Martha Richardson? Wait, isn't that the little girl?
Yeah.
That's the little girl.
We know. Now you know. Sorry.
I was like, man, I knew that name sounds
I was
familiar.
like, wait, everybody.
I saw a little light bulb come on.
How many conspirators were there?
6.
Well, what'd you think of that?
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I'm blown away by the history of this place. It's just absolutely incredible. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. This was awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little land yap.
From these hoot hats.
Yeah, go pass a good time.